So the Nordiques will be wearing their dark blue sweaters here on home ice. And the Blackhawks have been asked to wear their barber poles, the replica jerseys. So if you're watching a black and white TV, there's going to be a lot of dark sweaters. Put it in behind the net. Sakic. Goes Sakic, tried to center it. Nolan, a shot is blocked at the Hawk defense. Rebounding to Sakic, trying to pick his way in front. Jocelyn Lemieux got in his way. Now Wolanin a shot. Big save, rebound, and a save by Belfour. And then it's cleared back to center ice. Who works his way to center with a spinorama. Still, Sakic had the hook on him, and Roenick had to feed Larmer over the line. Shot one from the corner, off the side of the net. Mikhail Tatarinov lost it to Larmer, centering, and Roenick couldn't get any wood on that. Now Kuchera with a shot, tip, Larmer, he scores! Steve Larmer picked up the rebound and had difficulty for a split second, but got it to the backhand and stuffed it past Bissett. 1-0 Chicago.
Well, the original pass coming out of the corner was meant for the slot man and missed him and went to the defenseman Kuchera. A shot deflected by Matteau, redirected right to Larmer, and on his second attempt he was able to get the backhander. The pass was intended by Larmer for Roenick. It missed. Roenick went to Kuchera off the stick of Matteau, and Larmer puts the backhand in as he was left all alone. That was a good start to the shift by the Nordiques. Belfour made a couple of good saves on Wolanin, and the Blackhawks countered with a goal to take the lead.
With the promising youngsters that they already have here, and the likelihood that they're going to get some more talent whenever they do deal Lindros. Here comes Keith Brown, putting it over the line to Graham, shooting. Bissett's up, rebound, they score! Jocelyn Lemieux picked up the rebound off Bissett's pads, and the Blackhawks have scored twice in the first couple of minutes of the game. It's 2-0.
Great passing by the Blackhawks. Outlet pass in their own zone, quickly across to Graham in a 3-on-3 situation. Let it go. The rebound to Lemieux, and Lemieux buried it on Bissett, who was out of position. He overplayed Dirk Graham's shot. He was left of the net, and he was left of the post. Makes the save and can't recover. Lemieux has 3/4 of the net to put it in, and he muscled it past him and into the net.
Goes in behind the net. Here's the wraparound and a save by Belfour. Rebound to the Blackhawks. Cleared to center, and Horacek was stopped there by Finn. Now they have an angry glare at one another, but the play continues. And Finn got a rough ride from Peluso. Horacek then stole it. Deep slot for Chelios. Touch pass, Peluso, he scores! Mike Peluso, I think, got a piece of that as Chelios did well to keep it in, and Peluso cutting for the net, redirected it. 3-0 Chicago.
Stephen Finn was so intent on getting involved physically, he left his position, but Horacek getting a good pass to Chelios, a quick pass from Chelios. That totally was intended for Peluso to get to it. Peluso, taking advantage of his size, was able to change directions of the pass and flip it past Bissett into the net. But physical board work. Horacek with a hit, Peluso with a hit. Horacek gets the puck, takes a look for the late man Chelios. Chelios does well to get it in front, and Peluso goes to the net, crashes to the net, deflects it in, and the Hawks take a 3-0 lead. But Stephen Finn was so intent on getting involved with Horacek that he forgot about his position. His brother Jack. Mike up.
And turn back with it. And here's Paslowski in on Kravchuk. Cut for the net. Paslowski with the backhander. He scores! Greg Paslowski on his off wing. Forced to the backhand by Kravchuk. And he snuck one by Belfour. 3-1 Chicago.
Well, that's one that Belfour should have had. He's had little work. He's made a couple of quality saves. That's about it. He's had little work, but a backhand shot from a sharp angle. Good outlet pass by Huff up the middle. Off wing for Paslowski. Shields the puck. Kravchuk angles him off, and Belfour tries to play with a glove. I don't know what happened to his stick, but his stick was out of position, and he tried to play with the glove, and it went under his glove and into the net on a backhand shot along the ice.
20 it out to center. Taken there by Roenick. He wheels over the line, has room, cut to the net with a backhand, and a save by Bissett. Rebound Larmer. Bissett was behind the goal line almost and still reached back to get a piece of it.
Roenick taking a look as the puck wide, slips it through the defenseman's skates, and then the backhander, great save. Bissett makes a save, but he never seems to be in position after he makes a save. Wayne Van Dorp very nearly made it a 3-2 game. Belfour making a good save. Blackhawks overskating, hacked that front. Puck comes right out to Van Dorp as Tonelli did a good job of getting it to him. And
on the far side. Paslowski got it into the corner. Taken by Huff. Out to the line to Tarnoff. Tees it up. Shooting. Belfour stopped at the rebound. Oh, Huff banned on it. Glorious chance for Mike Huff, and he whiffed. And Belfour covered. Into the corner, Graham. Got away from Nolan. Graham turns behind the net. Lemieux's open. Oh, and then to Tarnoff, or I should say Gooseroff made a good play. Blocked that pass. The Nordiques break 3-on-2. Sundin over the half line. Left it for Nolan. He lets it go. Off the post, he scores! Owen Nolan had it hit Belfour, then both posts, and it trickled into the net. And it's 3-2 Chicago.
Hawks with good pressure at the one end, and then Kravchuk's shot was blocked at the blue line, resulting in an odd man break. 3-on-2 for the Nordiques. Kravchuk catches up with it. Now it's a 2-on-2, and I think it's Dirk Graham that tried to block it, but Sundin breaks in on the off wing, drops it to Nolan. He fakes. Keith Brown tries to block it, misses it. Belfour screen, it hits both posts and goes into the net, and it's a 3-2 game. An even strength goal, and Nolan gets his 41st.
Came up with it, sends it across for Chelios. Chelios for the long centering pass. Tip. Oh, what a save by Bissett. Neat deflection by Stepan Matteau with a man all over him. He still redirected it, and Bissett had to come up with a key stop.
A perfect example of a shot by Chelios. Not much on it, but got through, and it results in a scoring chance.
Here's Goulet, got a man open. Noonan right in, shoots. He hit the goal post, and the Blackhawks not unable to dent the net as Brian Noonan was sent in alone by Goulet.
10-minute mark of the first period. Makes a good save on the Matteau deflection. Neat deflection by Matteau on Chelios' shot, and then right after, Goulet puts Noonan in. He's got him beaten, tries to tuck it in, and Bissett fully extended. The only thing he had left was his glove. The kick with 84 points, leading the team in scoring. The last two seasons, 102 points and 109 points for Joe Sakic. And he had to do it pretty well on his own because everyone realized he was the main man, and he still got the job done. 26, so there's not been an offensive display by either club, but Nordiques making the best of their chances while the Blackhawks have been unable.
Nordiques win a draw. Steve Finn shot it through traffic by Belfour on the short side at 3-3.
Just saying that the Nordiques making the best of their few chances, and bang, they win a draw, and it looked like a harmless looking play, but Lapointe beat Herkus to Finn. Finn with a slap shot, and Belfour had to go through the blocker side again. He seems to get beat on that blocker side. Did he have his arm away from his body? He had his arm out away from his body, tried to bring the arm back in, and it snuck through.
The Hawks scored the first 3 goals of this game before the game was 11 minutes old. Nordiques have scored the next 3. Trying to dump it in. That hit somebody and deflects it center. And here come the Nordiques. Kaminsky, he's in alone, shooting, he scores! Valerie Kaminsky has made it 4-3 Quebec.
The Blackhawks, Steve Larmer went to dump it in for a safe play. It hit somebody on the Nordiques side of the bench. It stayed right there. Kaminsky coming on a player change, picked it off, shielded the puck. That Belfour, you took a big chance on a prolific scorer, Kaminsky. I don't know if he knew who it was because he hasn't seen him. This is the first time, but Belfour gambled and lost in an empty net tuck-in job by Kaminsky. 2 shots, 2 goals for the Nordiques. And it's a 4-3 lead after trailing 3-0.
Back of the net it goes, and Hudson got help from Graham to center, but it's picked off by Lapointe. And now Finn gave it away to Graham. Forks it, shoots, he scores! Steve Finn being hounded by Hudson, coughed it up. He put it right on Dirk Graham's stick. He took his time to fire it by Bissett, and this game is tied at 4.
Well, Steve Finn with a goal and an assist, and now gets a desist. Bad play on Finn's part as he's being harassed by Hudson. The forechecking by the Blackhawks has been excellent. They've limited the Nordiques. There's 2 shots. They've scored on both of them, and finally they get a break. A turnover. Graham fakes, freezes Bissett, who's well on the net, and puts it by him to tie the game with 8 minutes and 7 seconds to go.
Well, just 41 seconds after the Nordiques took the lead. Hudson's forechecking allows the giveaway to Graham, and Dirk Graham scores unassisted for his 17th of the year. Cleared it out. Bounces around. Sundin gets to it on the far side. Cuts for the net. Got around to check. And then he's taken down as going to be a penalty against Kravchuk. As it looked like Kravchuk had him corralled, but not so. Sundin muscled to the front of the net.
You can't do that move too often against top players like Sundin and Kamensky, especially if they're pulling it to their forehand. And Belfour was beaten by Kamensky, and Kravchuk goes to the box.
Curtis Leschyshyn gave it away to Graham. He's got Mateau. Mateau in alone. Shoots. Bissett stopped it. Far board to Kamensky, out to the line. Leschyshyn, a long shot. Tipped or trickling into the crease. Belfour makes a diving save as Tonelli took a whack at it. Nordiques dump it in, and Kravchuk tries again. For Lemieux on left wing. Gave it to Michel Goulet, bouncing it over the line. Graham got her on check, cuts in, shoots off the goal post. Oh, Graham raised his stick thinking sure he had scored, but it fluttered off the near pipe and came out.
On one with the goaltender, Mateau in a short-handed situation. Goulet flipped past to Graham, knocks it in midair, goes in, shoots. Bouncing puck off the post, puts his arms up thinking it scored, and he looks back in amazement. The puck stayed out of the net and under Facette.
And now Nolan on right wing. Long feed onside is Huff. He's in alone. Mike Huff, a breakaway. Shoots. Belfour the save to keep the Hawks alive with just over 2 minutes left.
Left-handed shot, fakes to his right, goes to his left on his forehand. That time Belfour stayed in the net, didn't try to poke it away.
To Couture with a quick stop, put it across to Belichick, who tries to shoot, shot it wide. Rebound, centering pass, Kamensky put it in front. Sundin, what a save by Belfour! Matt Sundin on a great passing play and a glorious chance. And Ed Belfour comes up big for the second time in the last minute. Poked it loose to the point. Takes a look, trying to feed the trailer. It's picked off though by Herkus. The race is on. Herkus against Leschyshyn. Herkus cuts in, one-hand shot, and three players wind up in the net. The puck trickled inches wide.
Time, only 1 win, 2 losses, 14 ties, and the Nordiques looking for their first.
The Hawks are trying to complete a change. Got it to Graham in front of Mateau, and a save by Facette. Rebound controlled by Gusarov. Got help from Herkus. Out to the line, Kravchuk. His shot is blocked. The race is on to center. Kamensky for Sakic. He races ahead. Kravchuk trying to catch him. Oh, and a scrap behind the play prevents this great chance for Quebec. Peluso and Wolanin, I believe, were wrapped up. And Joe Sakic had a short-handed opportunity the other way, and the whistle blew.
Kravchuk, though, got to him and was able to tie him up. So no harm, no foul, but it looks like there'll be offsetting penalties to... Well, there's only one. There's going to be one call on Wolanin for slashing or high sticking on Mike Peluso. So a 2-man advantage for the Blackhawks. Well, Larmer did get a good shot on goal as the first penalty expired. That might have hit part of the post too. It hit the arm and maybe grazed off the crossbar.
Held in by Noonan. He tees it up. His shot. That puck rolling as well. He had it blocked, and Noonan held it in. To Chelios, a long wrist shot. Tipped, deflected inches wide by Graham. Now Noonan holding it in. Gave it to Roenick near board. Back to Noonan at the line. Return it to Roenick, top of the ring, side of the net to Graham. He takes a look, centering, and Goulet had it go through his legs. Out to the line, and Noonan gave it to Chelios. Then he couldn't find the handle. Into the far corner it goes. Chelios able to hold it in. 40 seconds left in the game. Chelios walks up the middle, stick handling to Graham. Centered it. The score! Hawks win! Michel Goulet with 4 seconds left on the power play and half a minute to go in the game. Michel Goulet, in the building where he starred for so many years, has won it for the Blackhawks.
Show business, isn't it wonderful? Chris Chelios with a determined effort along the board, circled into the middle, slipped it to Graham. He had trouble briefly off the skate to the stick. Out front, Goulet puts it in the empty net, but Chris Chelios made that play possible. Dirk Graham to Goulet, and Goulet finishes it off with the winner. The Blackhawks with a win. It was a tough one. They played well enough to win easily, but it came down to the wire and a power play goal in overtime on a great feed from Dirk Graham.
And the Blackhawks had a 3-goal lead in the first 11 minutes of this game, lost it, but they take home the 2 points.